if this portfolio management was a, like if it is a virtual, it is okay, but it was in last year students, it is was physical exercise. They have to submit, they have to check my signature from each of the week on the what shares he has purchased and what shares he has sold, and how much is the cash balance and stock register balance, stock register, stock of shares. Every week they have to take a signature from me, the students finance. It is virtual. I have given freedom to you. You have to prepare that, and at the end of this semester, or I will ask you, you have to submit, and all of you have to register for Swayam portal at least 2 courses. Enroll. You have to enroll for that. After registering, you have to enroll. Okay, and all of you have to complete that course. 12 वीक्स रहेगा, 12 वीक्स कंप्लीट करो, उसको एग्जाम दे दो और सर्टिफिकेट ले लो, मिलेगा आपको. ओके, दिस ऑल्सो हैविंग 2 credit weightage, that certification courses. They have mentioned 2 credits. Okay, when you will going to join, or you are going to see the details of the particular course, you will find how to means how many credits are there for the particular course. Okay, Pranav, Amol. ओके
हाँ सर, प्रणव है सर.
सब लोग करना है, पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ मैं. नो एक्सक्यूज फॉर एनीवन. कल्याणी जाधव, सब लोग करो कोर्स, तो बहुत ही अच्छा.
सर काय बोलला काय आता?
नाही तो करा, कोर्स करा. तुम्ही रजिस्ट्रेशन केलं का तुम्ही?
हो सर.
ओके, इनरोल
केलं सर.
इनरोल करून घ्या, इनरोल करा कोर्सेस. तुम्ही इनरोल केल्यानंतर ऑल ऑफ यू राइट द कॉलेज नेम, लोकल chapter, college name, International Institute of Management Science, Pune. Okay, then you will get all the details, your roll number or something you have to write, then it is okay. Okay,
सर रोल नंबर तर आपला कॉलेजचाच टाकायचा आहे ना?
हां, कॉलेजचाच टाकायचं, कॉलेजचाच टाकायचं. तसं असं वेगळं काही रोल नंबर नाही सागर, जो आपला आहे तोच टाकायचा. ओके,
हो.
ओके, विदिन 5 minutes we will.
सर आता यावर्षी टॉपर कोण होतं फायनान्सचं सर, लास्ट बॅचचं? म्हणजे कितीचं होतं? रिझल्ट आले असतील ना सर फायनल इयरचे?
हॅलो सागर, काय म्हणतोस?
सर आता फायनल इयरचे रिझल्ट आले असतील ना सर, म्हणजे टॉपर कोण आहे, म्हणजे फायनान्सचं काय पर्सेंटेज आहे?
आता फायनान्स आपल्याकडे योगिता मुळे आहे आणि राहुल बारी.
येस सर.
आता राहुल बारी रिसेंटली 3-4 days back he has been selected in a gala ghar. It is one of the KPO. He has selected Rahul Bari. Okay, the many companies will come, and Yogita was the topper for finance. Now in the 3rd semester for. Okay.
सर म्हणजे सर ते काय काउंट करतात, क्रेडिट काउंट करतात, पर्सेंटेज काय येतात का?
क्रेडिट they were going to count you credit. Just 1 minute. Semester wise, all of you are going to get a CGPA. CGPA, SGPA. SGPA you are going to get for each semester. At the end of the 4th semester, you are going to get CGPA. Okay.
CGPA मध्ये फर्स्ट क्लास कितीला आहे, किती क्रेडिटला आहे?
काय
आणि डिस्टिंक्शन कितीला? सीजीपी आता सीजीपी जी नवीन सिस्टम आली तर त्याच्यामध्ये फर्स्ट क्लास मध्ये डिस्टिंक्शन किती क्रेडिटला आहे? म्हणजे आउट ऑफ 10 काउंट करता ना?
In the syllabus they have mentioned. Okay, otherwise when you have first semester result in your hand,
yes sir,
I can back side of that they have mentioned clearly physical result है ना आपका फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर का?
नहीं सर, ऑनलाइन आला, फिजिकल मिळाला
नहीं ना, ठीक है, रहने दो अभी. Every result, every mark sheet have backside of that they have mentioned all the details.
Okay sir.
How many grade points are for how much percentage? Now you are not going to tell percentage. Always you are going to tell your CGPA score.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
CGPA final score, final semester score, final after final semester, fourth semester they were going to aggregate and they will do CGPA. Till now you are
Yes,
going to
sir.
get SGPA for each semester.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the second semester we don't have any uh, major minor selection. In third semester we have to do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just one
Sir,
minute. Yeah, tell me. Simran. Hello.
सर पोर्टफोलिओ मॅनेजमेंटची किती दिवसांची करायची असाइनमेंट?
Assignment, it is a continuous process every week on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Tuesday. Okay, on a Tuesday you have to do a trading of a closing prices of Monday you have to take. And this exercise you have to do for, I have started this exercise in last month. Okay, I think so in the month of June I have started. Okay, I'm not aware, I'm not getting the exact date, but only 8 weeks. June 4 weeks, July 4 weeks.
Yes, sir.
In a week you have to read out the news of that company. Okay, why you are going to purchase this particular stock, what is the reason behind that to selling the particular stock, that you can do. Means you, ultimately this will going to create your interest in the capital market. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, it is not an hard and fast rule. Okay, all of you have to do that. I'm appealing you, all of you. It is a one type of exercise for your internal evaluation. Okay, CC parameter for this subject. Okay, it's clear. Shubham,
Yes, sir.
Shubham and Akshada. Shubham, you are joined today. Shubham Pillai.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Okay. Yeah. Please do this exercise, that portfolio management exercise. It is good for you. Okay. For your, it will increase your knowledge, or it will give you some basic idea about the capital market, how it is functioning and all that. Okay. Now I am going to share my. Anyone have any questions, students? I have told you what do you mean by mutual funds and all that. In last session we have seen the investment
Hello.
risk and return associated with.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Pranav, tell me Pranav.
हा सर, या पोर्टफोलिओसाठी कोणता सर ॲप रेफर केला पाहिजे?
पोर्टफोलिओ साठी
का सर कोणत्या
निफ्टी
ॲपवरनं निफ्टी 50चं बघावं का?
निफ्टी 50. I have told you Nifty 50. 50 stock. Nifty 50 means only 50 stocks are there.
सर पण त्यासाठी ॲप आहे, नंतर एंजल ब्रोकिंग आहे, म्हणजे ॲपवरनं ते बघावं का डायरेक्ट
ॲपवरनं बघण्यापेक्षा बघ प्रणव,
हां
after 4 o'clock, after 3:30 of Monday 3:30 ला तुम्ही एक्सचेंज बघायला घेतली तर 4 o'clock ला तुम्ही बघितली तर क्लोजिंग प्राइस ऑफ ऑल स्टॉक्स दे देतात. निफ्टीला क्लिक केला तुम्ही, मनी कंट्रोल किंवा कुठल्याही वेबसाईटला गेला, कुठल्याही वेबसाईटला गेला तर न्यूजपेपरमध्ये येतं, इंडियन इकॉनॉमिक टाइम्समध्ये डेली येतात क्लोजिंग प्राइस. म्हणजे मंडेचे क्लोजिंग ट्यूजडे मॉर्निंगच्या न्यूजपेपरमध्ये येतात क्लोजिंग प्राइजेस. तुम्ही तिथून करू शकता, किंवा तुम्ही कुठल्याही ॲपला गेला, कुठल्याही वेबसाईटला गेला, कुठल्याही मनी कंट्रोल असेल कुठलाही गेला त्याला, किंवा NSE ची वेबसाईट असेल, BSE ची वेबसाईट, त्याला गेला तर निफ्टीच्या क्लोजिंग प्राइजेस दिसतात तुम्हाला. निफ्टीच्या ई स्टॉक क्लोजिंग प्राइजेस दिसतात ना सागर? दिसतात की तुम्ही आता ॲप 3:30च्या नंतर ते क्लोजिंग प्राइस कितीला क्लोज झाला डिरेक्टली तुम्हाला दिसतं. तुम्ही त्या दिवसापासून तुम्ही ट्यूजडे पर्यंत एक्सरसाइज बनवू शकता. मंडे इव्हनिंगला तुम्ही एक्सरसाइज बनवली तरी पण ओके. आणि ट्यूजडे मॉर्निंगला तुम्ही बघितलं तर क्लोजिंग प्राइस दिसणार नाही तुम्हाला, फ्लक्च्युएशन दिसतील तुम्हाला. ट्यूजडे मॉर्निंगला तुम्ही बघत असाल 11 o'clock का 12 o'clock ला निफ्टीच्या प्राइजेस, तर ते फ्लक्च्युएट होताना दिसेल तुम्हाला. किंवा गुगलमध्ये टाकला की दिस डेज क्लोजिंग प्राइस म्हटलं, क्लोजिंग प्राइस तुम्हाला येतील सर्व स्टॉकचे. निफ्टीच्या क्लोजिंग प्राइस फॉर दिस डे तर तेही पण येतं तुम्हाला.
सर क्लोजिंग प्राइसच घ्यायची.
हां, क्लोजिंग प्राइसेस घ्यायची. कारण काय माहिती आहे का, देर इज अ फ्लक्च्युएशन इज गोइंग ऑन कंटिन्युअसली. ओके, ट्यूजडे मॉर्निंगला असेल, तुम्ही 9:30 ला तुम्ही क्लोज करायला बसलात, बघितलं असेल तर फ्लक्च्युएट होतं प्राइसेस. आपण फक्त मंडेच्या क्लोजिंग प्राइसेस घ्यायचे.
ओके सर.
Monday closing prices you have to take the trading price. Means you have to do trading on the basis of Monday's closing price. क्लोजिंग प्राइस आफ्टर 3:30 यू आर गोइंग टू गेट 3:30 पासून मंडे 3:30 पासून ट्यूजडे मॉर्निंग 9 o'clock पर्यंत तुम्ही करा एक्सरसाइज 5 ते 10 मिनिटं लागतील तुम्हाला करायला परंतु whole week you have to read the news of that particular company. Okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, in last session we have seen the risk and return associated with this. Okay, all of you are able to view my screen, students? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Risk and return associated with these investments, like wherever you are going to invest, the risk and return, how much risk you are going to get, that we have seen. Okay. And the return comparison over a period of time, like short term and long term. Short term means the assets we are going to convert it in we are going to convert in cash within a 1 year. That is short term. And long term, more than 1 year we are keeping that assets. Okay, this we have seen. Like concepts, we have seen concept of mutual fund. What do you mean by mutual fund concept? What do you mean by mutual fund? It is a pool of money. Okay, representing the savings made by the number of small investors. Mutual fund means the pool of money. Pool of money means there are small investors were deposited, were applied for this particular scheme of mutual fund, and there is a huge corpus of funds. Okay, small investors from all over India, they have invested 500 rupees per investors, means the huge amount you are going to get. Okay, the investor, those who are interested to invest. This is mutual fund means a pool of money. Pool of money, the money is representing the small savings made by number of small investors. A small saving they have invested. You can invest from 500 onwards in mutual fund. Okay, that you can do. And the features I have already told you. It is like owner of mutual fund are like investors are there. Okay, and they are going to get a professional services. The mutual fund have the fund manager, those who have experience in the particular industry or particular in a capital market, and the investor, we are going to get the services from them. We have invested, we don't bother, they were going to take care of our investment. Simply you can say. Okay, but before investing you have to know that where the scheme, the mutual fund gives you the detail about what they were going to do of your money, where they want to go, where they're going to invest your money. The all details they're going to give in KID. What is the full form of KID? What do you mean by KID? Students, in last session I have asked you this question, and I have told you to come with the solution to in tomorrow's class. Hello. Key information documents, KID. Okay, the details are there in the document. You can read it out, then you can take your decision to invest in the particular scheme. Okay, you getting my point, students? These
Yes.
are the some features. Then objectives.
Yes, sir.
In objectives of mutual fund is a, you are going to invest in diversified portfolio. Diversified portfolio means your 500 rupees not invested in single instrument, single security. Single security means like your 500 rupees not invested in the only in SBI. It were invested in, suppose you are investing in banking sector mutual fund. Banking sector mutual fund means that the mutual fund, whatever money they have collected, they are going to invest across the all the banks which are there in the particular sector. Okay, if you are investing in steel sector, all the which are the companies are there in the steel sector, in that all steel sector they were going to invest. Okay, they were going to give you all this information to investor before investing. You can read it out. If you want to invest in that particular sector or particular scheme of mutual fund, you can invest. You getting my point, students? You are going to get a diversified portfolio. Some mutual funds are there, hybrid mutual fund. 50% of your investment will be invested in the equity, and 50% of your investment will be invested in a debt. Debt means debentures, bank deposit, fixed deposit, bonds, in that are regular income funds. Regular income you are going to get from your 50% of investment. 50% is depends on the profit made by the particular companies. You getting my point? They were going to give you this information where you want to invest, you can invest. Diversified portfolio, you are like, again you can say your 500 rupees is were invested in a different types of 100 stocks, 100 different types of companies, you can say. Okay, just have diversification means your funds not invested in single security, it is invested in number of securities. Okay, my 500 rupees not invested in SBI, my 500 rupees invested in all banks which are there in the stock market, like private, public, okay, commercial banks, and in NBFCs also my funds were invested. In all banking sector, my funds were invested. It is a diversified portfolio. It is one of the objective of mutual fund, like objective. And there is a growth option. Growth is the objective of mutual fund. Like there is options are available for investors to invest their funds in the growth mutual fund also. Like growth mutual fund also, they means going to invest in the companies which are upcoming, means which are not in a focus, but they were investing in that. Like you can take an example of venture capital, those who have provided new companies which are not means they don't have any background, or they have started with new product. Okay, likewise they were going to, means the investor will going to take a huge risk to invest in the growth fund. Okay, then this option is there, you can go with that, or you can go with the income funds. Income funds means your all funds, whatever funds you have invested, that all funds were invested in the all types of income related funds, income related securities. Like you can take an example of the bonds, stocks, you can say preferred stock, preferential stock, means preference share capital, or in the bonds, in the debentures, which are, because there is a low risk and you are going to get a good returns. Okay, in that they were going to invest. Okay, these and then the fees are low in the mutual fund. When you are investing and when you are getting funds back, the fees are less in the mutual fund. Like there is an exit load or entry loads were there for investors. Those who want to invest first time, those who are going to enter in the mutual fund, they're going to invest. There is an entry load. Some mutual funds take entry load, or some mutual fund schemes were not going to take entry load. Okay, exit load, when you are going to exit from the scheme, okay, we want funds return, then there is exit load will be charged. It is depends on scheme to scheme. They were going to mention in the all these details in key information document, KID document. Okay, you can take your decisions. Now we will see some functions of mutual fund. Okay, functions. First is, I will give you example of trading. Okay, buying and selling of various financial instruments on behalf of their clients, they are going to do. Unit holders, like on behalf of unit holders, the fund managers, means like we have like company, like mutual fund company has collected corpus of fund, and they were going to appoint one fund manager, means a professional person who has experience in the capital market 10 to 15 years, maybe I'm talking about experienced person. He will going to handle the funds, and he will going to do buying and trading of our funds on behalf of investors, you can say. He will do, and he has good experience. He will always try to make a profit for investors. Okay, this is the, like we have given two funds to someone who has experience, definitely he will not going to make a loss for us. You're going to get my points. We are in mutual fund, we have given funds to mutual fund company, and mutual fund company has appointed fund manager. Fund manager, his qualification, his eligibility, he is a experienced person in the capital market, and he will going to handle our funds, the company's funds, means our funds, he will going to handle. Okay, the small savings, the savings mobilized through various schemes launched by mutual fund are channelized to create a portfolio of securities. Like here you are going to get a portfolio, your savings will going to create a portfolio, like fund managers will going to create portfolio, like some investment they are going to take in equities, debentures, bond, and government securities. They're going to invest. Okay, the size of portfolio will be large. How much corpus is fund having, that much portfolio they are going to prepare. Okay. Mutual funds are managed by highly professional and experienced personnel, which generally ensures higher return on your amount which you have invested. Okay, you are going to get a good services. Experienced person is there. He will taking care of your funds, and whenever you want, daily at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. in the evening, your NAV price, how much your investment grows, per unit grows, the details are available, the transparency is there. Okay, that all details you are going to get. Okay. Now, next point we are going to see the classification of mutual funds. Okay, classification. Firstly, we will see there are two types of classification: general classification and broad classification. In general classification, we are going to see this. We are going to classify open-ended scheme, open-ended scheme, closed-ended scheme, interval scheme, loan scheme, no-load scheme, no-load funds. You can say tax exempt funds, non-tax exempt funds. Firstly, we will see the open-ended scheme. Open-ended scheme of mutual funds make their units available on ongoing basis at the net asset value based rates. They are not listed on any stock exchange. Such scheme do not have any lock-in period. Okay, and they offer repurchase facilities immediately after the allotment. Okay, here you can see open-ended scheme. You can here what it says, open-ended schemes are not listed on any stock exchange, and today you are applied, tomorrow you are going to get, suppose you have got the mutual fund open-ended scheme, there is no any restriction to stay lock-in period. There is no any lock-in period, means today you invested, you are not able to withdraw your funds for next 3 years. Okay, this is not there. You can, today you can invest, tomorrow you can exit from this scheme, open-ended scheme. Okay, like again I will ask you, you can tell me in tomorrow or in next class, the US 64 scheme, US 64, what do you mean by US 64? Okay, students,
Yes.
all of you are there, all of you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
US
Yes, sir.
64 क्या है बताओ मेरे को, US 64 famous scheme is there, famous US 64. Okay, you in open-ended scheme you can invest today. Okay, you can invest today, and at particular NAV, whatever way the NAV, like 50 rupees NAV is there, you can invest like 100 rupees you have invested 2 units you are going to get. And but what happened after 2 days, the price the NAV goes to 60 rupees, you can exit from the scheme. Okay, there is no any restriction for entry and exit. You getting my point? There is no any lock-in period. Today you are invested, your funds are locked for next 3 years, 5 years. There is no lock-in period. You can exit from any time. Entry, exit. Okay, it is depends on investor. Okay, so scheme do not have fixed redemption or maturity period. These schemes do not have a fixed redemption. Like after 10 years, you have to your redemption will, they are going to pay you money back. No, you can withdraw your money at any time. Okay. The open-ended schemes are generally launched by mutual fund as a family of schemes. Okay, all investors the choice to transfer the investment from one scheme to another scheme. Okay, someone can transfer his investment from one scheme to another scheme. Again, I will tell you the mutual fund companies. Number of mutual fund companies are there. Like I think so, maybe 52, as per my knowledge. Okay, 52 mutual fund companies are there. Companies means ICICI, just I will tell you, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, it is one company. Likewise 52 companies were there as per my knowledge. And the schemes for each mutual fund, there are thousands of schemes are there for each mutual fund company. Like SBI Mutual Fund, having thousands of different types of schemes of mutual fund. Schemes means, I'm talking about schemes means there are number of schemes they have launched for investor to invest in that schemes. Okay, one company, SBI Mutual Fund. Like you can take an HDFC mutual fund. These are the companies: Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund, DSP, Merrill Lynch, okay, ABN AMRO. There are number of mutual funds are there. Okay, again Sundaram Mutual Fund, PNB, PNB Parihas Mutual Fund, something name is there. I'm not able to get, but the number of mutual funds were there. They were the companies they have. Students, we seeing the general classification. Open-ended, you can enter and you can enter in the mutual fund. Entry and exit, it is free. Means entry and exit you can do any time. Entry and exit in the mutual fund. Okay, at any time you can enter in the mutual fund or exit from the mutual fund. Okay, the liquidity is biggest advantage for investors in this scheme. Okay, whenever you want, you are going to invest. You have means excess fund you have, you are going to invest. When you require fund, immediately you will get that. Okay, the unit holders can sell and purchase units as and when they desire to do. Okay, there is no any restriction on them. Today you have funds, you can invest, and after, tomorrow you want to withdraw your funds, you can get and withdraw. You can out from the scheme, you can exit from the scheme. That will going to happen. Next, we are going to see close-ended schemes. Close-ended schemes do not provide redemption of their unit on ongoing basis. Okay, we are not going to give means you are not going to allowed to reduce or exit from the mutual funds. Okay, they were not going to allow that. The corpus of close-ended scheme is fixed and their maturity period is between 2 to 5 years. Okay, the corpus is fixed. Like today you are invested, you have to wait for withdrawal or redemption of your funds or units. Redemption of your units to till 2 years to 5 years. The terms and already mentioned close-ended. Means mutual fund close-ended scheme means there is no any flexibility for investor to come get in and get out from the scheme, entry and exit from the scheme. In close-ended, if you have invested your funds, the corpus like 100 crores or 10 crore corpus, they're going to keep for next 2 years. After 2 years, you can withdraw from the scheme. 2 to 5 years, you can withdraw from the scheme. You can redeem your units. Okay, the investor have the option to invest in such schemes only during the time of their launch. Means whenever the companies were launching a new scheme, that time only you are able to allow to enter in that schemes. You are not going to allow after closing of the scheme. You are not going to allow to enter in that scheme. Okay, when they remain open for subscription for the limited period, generally 45 days were there. This close-ended funds, you can invest in that. The period for closing of the close-ended funds, 45 days were there. You can within a 45 days you can apply and you can subscribe the scheme of that mutual fund. If you are interested, you can do. If you are want to invest in that particular scheme, you can invest. But after 45 days, you are not allowed to do investment again in that. Close the policy. This period, like you have seen the many of the LIC schemes, they have a particular period. After that, it is closed. Okay. Likewise, in mutual fund close-ended scheme, they have a particular period like 45 days. They are going to be from launch to close. After closing, no one is allowed to invest in that mutual fund, and no one is allowed to redeem their units from the mutual fund, that particular close-ended mutual fund. I'm talking about close-ended. Okay. Investor directly receive dividend, bonus periodically from the fund. The investor will going to receive dividend from the close-ended funds. Okay, dividend they were going to receive, bonus units they were going to receive. Okay. Like units sold by unit holders directly to the fund cannot be repurchased from the fund by him. He may, however, do so for in the secondary market. He has to go into secondary market directly. The fund, these close-ended funds are listed, and you are not allowed to. They were not going to repurchase your units. You have to sell that units. Okay. This is clear. This much is clear, students. Okay, close-ended funds are little bit different. Okay, close-ended fund, there is a fixed maturity. Okay, fixed corpus, fixed maturity, and no one is allowed to invest after close of fund. Close for subscription. After that, you are not allowed to invest. See here, today it is open. the mutual fund, closed-ended mutual fund scheme. Today it is open for investor to invest in that. 45 days they were going to wait. After 45 days they were closing the investment period to invest the investors. Then whatever corpus they have, that much they were going to targeted or corpus, that much they have received. Okay, fine. They will lock in your money for 2 to 5 years. Means your investment is locked for 2 to 5 years. Then what happens? You are not allowed to exit from the mutual fund, that particular scheme, within a 2 to 5 years. After 2 to 5 years, you can redeem that units. Okay, you can do that. The locking period will be there in the closed-ended scheme. Okay, like in open-ended scheme and closed-ended scheme, we are talking about. In open-ended scheme, units of open-ended scheme can be sold to the fund at any point of time. They are available for repurchase on ongoing basis. We can, in open-ended scheme, we can sell the units. Okay, we can sell the units to the fund. Okay, but in closed-ended scheme, we can subscribe only during the period which is limited. We can subscribe the period, like we can going to subscribe opening of funds. We can subscribe at a particular period only. After that, we are not able to subscribe the closed-ended schemes. But open-ended schemes, today you want to purchase, you can go. Today, tomorrow you want to sell, you can sell in open-ended. But in closed-ended, particular period, subscription period is there. 45 days from the launch. In that period, you have to invest. For exit, wait for particular period 2 to 5 years. Okay. Like investor in open-ended scheme can withdraw their money invested in the units at whenever they will require. But in closed-ended scheme, do not have the option to withdraw their money. Okay, from the unit. Okay, they have to wait for that. The maturity period in a open-ended scheme, no fixed maturity period is there for redemption of your open-ended schemes. Okay, but in a closed-ended scheme, there is a maturity period is there. Okay, you can redeem after the particular period is over, fixed period. Okay. Listing of on stock exchange, the open-ended schemes are generally not listed on a stock exchange. The closed-ended schemes are generally listed on stock exchange. Okay. Stability, due to the absence of fixed corpus or a maturity period, in open-ended scheme there is no any stability is there. Unstable mutual funds are there. Sometimes the corpus will going to increase, or sometimes the corpus will going to decrease. The fund manager, when a fund manager have a means tough job in open-ended, because the corpus is not fixed. He has planned, he will plan like professional fund manager. He will plan after some period when the prices of the particular stock goes down, then he will going to invest. He has some plan, but he is not able to execute because of there is a instability is there. Instability. You can invest today, you can withdraw tomorrow. The corpus is not stable. But like in closed-ended funds, the corpus is fixed for a particular period. Okay, it considerable. It is better. It is closed-ended fund is stable, and it will give better returns. Closed-ended funds. Okay, but open-ended funds, you can withdraw anytime, you can exit anytime. Means that the fund manager will not able to give his expertise, or he will not able to use his expertise to manage the fund. Okay, in open-ended scheme. In closed-ended scheme, the corpus is fixed. 2 years, 5 years, no one is going to withdraw their funds. They can, the fund manager use his expertise or his skills to invest the investor's fund in the particular securities, you can say, whatever securities he has agreed, he has mentioned in the KID document. Okay. Now we will see interval schemes. All of you are with me, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, open-ended schemes means what? Anyone? What do you mean by open-ended schemes?
So you can enter anytime and exit anytime.
Okay, good. Enter anytime, exit anytime. Okay. There is no any fixed period, maturity period for your investment. Okay. Then next, what do you mean by closed-ended funds?
have a fixed maturity period.
Have a fixed maturity period, closed-ended funds. And closed-ended funds are having fixed maturity period. Open-ended funds are not listed on any stock exchange, but closed-ended funds are listed on stock exchange. Okay, clear, students? Open-ended, closed-ended
Yes, sir.
difference. It is this much is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we are going to see interval schemes. Interval schemes are hybrid schemes having some characteristics of open-ended scheme and some characteristics of closed-ended scheme. Hybrid interval scheme is a hybrid scheme which they have some characteristics of open-ended and some characteristics of closed-ended. They give an option to their existing unit holders for redemption of their units at NAV based on the prices of predetermined periodically. Means periodically they will ask the investors, if you want to withdraw, you can withdraw. You getting my point? Like periodically, after 3 months they will come with the conclusion like that. Those like we want to, those who want to withdraw, they can apply this much units. We are going to give redemption for this much units, like 100 units. Maybe it interval schemes. There is a mixture of closed-ended and open-ended schemes. Okay, like I have 100 crore of corpus, and out of 100 crores, 10 crores I am going to give for redemption. After 10 crores, I am going to close. Periodically, they will do. You getting my point? And periodically, they will ask the investor to invest also. It depends upon them. Interval schemes. You getting my point, students? Hello. In interval schemes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
characteristics of open-ended and characteristics of closed-ended funds are there. Okay, interval scheme, they feel like that now we require funds, they will call for funds. Again, they will go for open their subscription as per at whatever NAV they have. And if they feel that there is a excess funds they have, they can close the subscription. Okay, or they can use the subscription redemption whenever they have excess funds. Okay. Then just it is a loan I have written, load fund. Okay, load funds. Load funds, there are certain common overheads incurred by almost all mutual funds. Example like marketing of the scheme, distribution, advertising, portfolio management, fund manager salary. These type of expenses we are going to incur. The mutual funds companies, we are going to incur these types of all types of expenses. Okay, which are these are all our overheads they are going to incur. And there is also such funds are termed as load funds. These funds are termed as a load funds. They're going to charge like loads like entry load, exit load. Such expenses are, these all our expenses are recovered by mutual fund from their investors in the form of various loads, load funds. See here, students, like whenever the company goes for launching of any scheme, they were going to give an ad in advertisement. They will run the advertisement campaign. Okay, they will have appointed distributors. Okay, they have appointed fund manager for managing the funds. This all types of expenses, overhead expenses, they're going to recover from the investor only. Okay, in the form of various load like entry load and exit load. Okay, entry load, when you are entering, that time you have to pay a load. That time you have to pay an expense, means whatever the expenses they have incurred. Or some schemes they will take exit load, or some schemes they will take entry load. Whenever you are exiting from them, they will going to charge some loan, some fees you can say. Okay, such funds are termed as load funds. Various kinds of loads are levied on investors, which are exit load, okay, entry load, deferred load, okay, contingency load. They're going to charge different types of loads you can say, okay, on for the investors when they were entering and exiting. Or contingency load, they were going to charge. Deferred load, 2 times we are charged low load, then we are going to charge higher load, deferred load. Many types of expenses they want to recover. From whom they were going to recover? From the investors only. Okay, they were going to recover. No load funds. No load fund means do not charge any types of above loads which we have studied, any types of load like entry load, exit load, they don't charge any types of load. This is known as no load funds. Tax exempt fund, tax exempt funds like in the mutual fund investing their corpus in such financial instrument which are exempted from the payment of tax. Okay, that is known as tax exempt funds. All equity oriented funds which are open ended are exempted from the payment of distribution tax. Okay, other example of tax exempt strategies for long term capital gain and dividend income for the investor. See here, tax exempt fund, there are particular schemes are there, like I will tell you Reliance Nippon Tax Saver Fund. Reliance Nippon Tax Saver Fund. Here the investment of investors is locked for next 3 years to 5 years. Okay, long term it is locked, then only you are going to get exemption. And again in income tax act, under an income tax act, there is exemptions are there under ATC up to 1,50,000 rupees you are going to get an exemption. Okay, in that exemption also they are going to mention that if you are invested your funds more than in tax saver funds especially for 3 to 5 years, then only you are allowed to take a deduction of your investment under section 80C. Okay, tax exempt fund. Whatever may be your salary, okay, whatever may be your salary, like if your salary is like up to 5 lakhs, there is no tax. Okay, up to 5 lakh there is no tax. What I am telling you, up to 5 lakh there is a rebate is there 12,500, but maximum only up to 5 lakh gross, up to your income up to 5 lakh there is no tax. Above 5 lakh there is a tax. If you invested your fund, your investment you have did, then again up to 1,50,000 you are going to take means you are allowed to take a deduction under section 80C, and additional 50,000 deduction under 80C CD. The deductions are available for you. But what I am telling you, tax exempt fund means if you are invested in that fund, the basic objective of that fund to invest, you lock your funds for next 5 years, 3 to 5 years, and you have to want the tax deduction, then only they have launched. If you want, see there are a number of funds are there which are specifically tax exempt funds. Tax exempt funds means tax exempt category of long term gains. We are going to get long term gains, that is tax exempt. Means if you want to take, you have to be in the fund, in the particular fund only. Tax exempt funds, there is specific funds are there. These are not at like a closed-ended funds. These are specific fund, tax exempt fund. Okay, tax saver funds you can say, tax saver funds. In that you are invested, then only you are allowed to take a deductions. Okay. Then non-tax exempt funds, mutual fund investing their corpus in such financial securities which attract payment of tax. Okay, payment of tax are termed as non-tax exempt funds. We are not going, means these funds are not going to allow to get exemption. Non-tax saver funds. Okay, the open-ended and closed-ended schemes are non-tax savers. They don't have the advantage of getting a tax benefit, giving a tax benefit to investors. Okay, this much is clear, students. All of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you will see the broad classification, that is equity funds, debt and income funds. This will cover in the next class. Okay, but I have asked you one question. How many of you remember? In between I have asked you question. In next class I want
Yes,
that
sir.
answer.
Yes, sir. US 64 scheme.
US 64. Okay, US 64. What is that? It
Yes,
is
sir.
in US 64, not in the United States of America. It is an Indian company is there. US 64 scheme they were launched. Okay, US 64, the name
Yes, sir.
was there. They have given that particular scheme, US 64. Okay, please tell me what do you mean by US 64? Search it out and tell me in details about how they have functioned, what is happened for the scheme. Okay. Why I am telling you,
Yes,
all
sir.
of you know that because we are in the finance stream. Okay, it's clear, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
General classification is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why I'm telling you again, the mutual fund industry is growing and the maximum jobs are there in this industry only. Okay, there are maximum jobs are there in the industry. Industry. Just 1 minute. On
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the mutual funds industry, there are maximum jobs are there. All of you are going to get a good jobs in that, and that's the reason we are going to see. There are different types of companies are there. Like I have told you, as per knowledge, 52 mutual fund companies. There are number of companies are there. It has increased. That figure also you have to tell me how many companies are there in the India mutual fund companies. Okay, I will tell you a structure and all that, how it will going to function, and all I am going to explain you. But all of you have to tell me how many companies are there in India, mutual fund companies. Okay. Now, anyone have any doubts in this, students? Hello.
No, sir.
Suraj, Anteshwar.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Amol, Nikita, Kunal.
No, sir.
Okay. Vishwanath, Pujari. Hello. Vishwanath.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. You have been added in a group, Vishwanath, in finance group. Vishwanath.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I think it is your correct number. I have added.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, thank you for attending.
Sir, I'm not. Sir.
Yeah. You are not added.
I'm not.
Just one.
No, sir.
I think you have given a preference, a specialization, another specialization you have given. That is the reason I have not
No,
added.
sir. I
you.
guess.
Okay, just
No,
1
sir.
minute. I have added you again. You will find. Okay, you
Okay,
have been added.
Yeah. Yeah, I got your notification.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got. Okay. Just give me a second, because in the last month attendance sheet, Shubham, your name was not there. That is the reason I have confused. Okay. Last month, that attendance sheet, your name was not Shubham Pillai. Okay, 52. Clear? Thank you for attending. Have a good day. Now I am going to end the session.